culture is more than just entertainment. It's a lens into society, relationships, and human behavior. I'm Grace, and here on The Grace Report, we dive into stories beyond the headlines. Whether it's reality TV drama, celebrity scandals, or royal family intrigue, I'm here to break it all down. What it means, why it matters, and how it reflects the world we live in. Join the conversation, share your take, and let's make sense of the culture shaping our lives one story at a time. Sunshine, Curly Grace is back. What do y'all think? I am still in kind of like, it's been a while since I've had so much hair, right? So I'm still kind of trying to think like, do I need to trim a little bit more? We already trimmed so much volume from these extensions. It's kind of crazy. Let me show you guys actually the handfuls, and there's more. I don't think I can get all my handfuls out, but this is how much hair we trimmed off after we put it in. And I still feel like I kind of low-key want to get rid of a little bit more, but we'll see. But I'm so happy to be a curly girl again. I'm so happy about that. I want for this side to be thinner. I did a middle part, which is crazy because I'm a side part girly, because I'm noticing that I like for this side to be thinner than this side. Because if I just do like right down the middle, hang on, let me put you up this way. If I just do it right down the middle, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I feel like you always have to have a little bit of an ear tuck, a suburban ear tuck. Anyway, really happy to be back in my curly hair era. It's my favorite era ever. So I'm really looking forward to it. Let's see who's here. Okay, y'all are feeling it, so I'm happy about that. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. It's a lot to get used to, especially when you go outside and it's windy. You're like, what does this look like? What does this look like? But thank y'all so much for the support. So if you see it get a little bit thinner over the next few days or something like that, it's because I will have been in the middle cutting off some of the volume. But for now, I think I'm going to give it a day or two, see how I'm feeling, and go from there. Over the weekend, I'm going away. A friend of a friend rented a chateau to celebrate his birthday. And so we got invited to go and celebrate it. So I don't know if I'm going to pack my scissors in my bag or something like that, just in case, so we shall see, but it looks like y'all are feeling it. So thank you. And good morning to you all. Thank y'all so much for being here on this beautiful Thursday. This week is flying by. It really is. I love when you have something planned for the weekend. It just makes the week go by so freaking quickly, doesn't it? Oh, you have a curl, Judy. I love it. But no, honestly, I love curl. I love frizz. I just love volume. I'm so sad that I have such a thin hair, because if I had the volume of this naturally, you would never be able to tell me anything about anything. I would be a menace to society. Okay. And I want to see Laura, please make it your icon. I'm so excited. Good morning to you all. Thank y'all so much for being here for another episode of the Morning Report. We've got our usual suspects here, and I absolutely love it. Zebra humor. I want to see this zebra joke zodiac. It sounds so fun. And I want to know about your love affair with zebras as well. It's just so fascinating. And Ashley, I said the same thing. I said, really, Gypsy Rose? First of all, I'm actually quite surprised that she and her baby daddy are still together, actually, because they seemed very incompatible and unhappy on season 2 of her show. I almost said documentary, but it is a show, right? But I digress. Here, come to find out that they're looking at having a second baby. You know what? I'm happy that things seem to be going well, because, sometimes that is the way it goes, right? On TV, they make relationships where people look a certain type of way, and sometimes it's not at all. Genre, comme on dit en français, c'est rien à voir. It's nothing at all like what it is in real life, right? Just saying. Oh, I see y'all coming in. Thank you. I'm so excited. Jaleesa, you're going to see it in real life when you come to Paris, girl. Il faut qu'on fixe on that. We have to find a day to hang out, girl. Yes. It is. We're back to the OG era. Good morning, Linda. So nice to see you, boo. Shelby says, Grace, no, they hate each other. You think, listen, why don't we get into the story then? I want to jump into that damn story then, because I'm still so fascinated about it. Listen, one thing about Gypsy Rose, though, is she knows how to get her coin, because doing these exclusive interviews with People Magazine pays. She's not talking exclusively to People magazine on a regular basis for no reason at all. The reason she's doing it is because they keep on giving her money. So one thing about her is she's going to make sure that money's coming into the home. Can anybody remind me what it is that Ken does for work, by the way? I don't know why, but I'm drawing a blank on that. And does anyone know if season 3 of the show is coming? You know, the Gypsy Rose Life After Lockup thing? Just saying. Anyway, Gypsy says that she and Ken are hoping to give their daughter Aurora a baby brother, and that they're going to be doing IVF sometime in the near future. So obviously they're focusing on their young daughter. I don't even think she's a year old yet, but IVF is a way, quote, to ensure that I do not pass on my genetic condition of microdeletion 1q21.1. We are thankful Aurora tested negative, but can't take the risk for another child naturally. So IVF is our best option. And with it, we can choose the gender, and we would like to give Aurora a baby brother. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, this is eugenics, this is terrible, but I kind of think that this is great. Like, if you were able to, and you have the resources to gender select, or just to select, for your baby to have the best health possible, because you have this, genetic condition that can be detrimental to somebody's life, blah, blah, why not take that opportunity? Right. But at the same time, I do understand the other side where people say that there's something really weird about it too, and kind of eugenics-ish about it too. But I do think that, with her genetic condition and just trying to make sure that her child has the best health possible, I think that is a really, really good way to make sure that it gets done. Okay. And so she also said that Ken has a new career field. So I think that's why I'm drawing a blank on him and what exactly it is that he does, because she doesn't say what it is that he does now. She just said that he changed his career. They're trying to have another baby. They're going to start the process in the middle of 2026. And quote, I think we just want to have a little bit of an age gap, but not too big. I can handle a toddler and a newborn, but not a baby and a newborn. We did go as far as to have the pre-testing done and then put it on pause for a few months. Pre-testing is pretty simple. They run blood work and analysis to let you know what your fertility looks like. So we got the information about it. So when we're ready, we can proceed. Listen, I know. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is a very controversial figure. Most people, dare I say, do not like her, right? But at the same time, she seems to be doing much better. She seems to have taken a step back from social media, which was very, very important in my opinion. Like, she used to be really deep in the weeds, fighting with people and just making all these kind of controversial videos and whatnot. So to see and hear that she's doing, she's laying low and whatnot, that really brings joy to me. I really like when people kind of evaluate the way that they're behaving online. Cough, cough, Nicki Minaj, look into it, right? And then they decide to kind of take a step back and move forward in a more positive direction, right? So shout out to Gypsy Rose for that. Thank you, Lex. Nice to see you. Good morning, Castle Magic. Thank you. Nice to see you. As Shelby says, Ken's new job is grifter. You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. Who knows, right? A lot of times these guys who get with these controversial figures or whatever, they do kind of want to have more of a grifter kind of lifestyle or whatever, right? They want to be able to just kind of monetize themselves based off of who it is that they're with or have a kid with or married to or whatever. So I wouldn't doubt that. Speaking of grifter, Shelby and everybody else watching, what do you think happened to Ryan, Gypsy Rose's ex-husband? That guy used to do TikTok lives every day, a million times a day, just talking about Gypsy like a whole fan. And then he too quietly I don't know where he went, but I haven't really heard from him in a long time. Hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he's got a new girl occupying his time and his dog. What's the dog's name? Sparkle or something like that. It starts with an S, right? I forgot the dog's name, but hopefully, I'm almost saying Gypsy, but that's just Rose's name. What's the dog's name? Doesn't it start with an S? Anyway. And yes, Jaleesa, I am looking forward to it. By the way, the hot chocolate place I wanted to take you to, it does the pure chocolate. They closed down. Laura says, I have to use all kinds of product on mine and straighten it. Haha. If I have any pics, to be honest, I don't know if I have any. I'll have to look. Yes, please. Yes. I want to see. Curly girls unite, right? Jamie says he was straight weird. Right. Yeah. Ryan was kind of like a stalker. He was like a fan. Gypsy married a full blown fan. And I don't even understand how she even did it. I'm sorry, but I was like, really, Gypsy? Like the pickings were this slim. All right, girl. Is he still talking about her? Lord. Okay, the dog's name is Pixie. Thanks, guys. So maybe that's why I'm saying Gypsy, because it sounds like Pixie, but I was all the way off when I thought that the dog's name like started with a letter S. Absolutely not. It's a really cute name, by the way, Pixie. You know what I always said? I wanted to have a dog and to name it Gorgeous. Can you imagine running around, chasing your dog outside, right? Like, hey, Gorgeous, come here, Gorgeous, sit, Gorgeous, like that. Isn't that so funny? I really, really want it. But, here's the thing, though. We will do that one then. We'll do the flower one, Jaleesa. Here's the thing, though. I'm not ready for a full-time responsibility of a dog. I am just, je suis flemmarde. I don't like to have full-time responsibilities of things and people and whatnot, right? So I'm just not at that place yet. Just saying. And thank y'all so much. Thank you. Ashley and Allie, so nice to have you here. Zebra says, I was getting Pixie mixed up with Anna Nicole's Sugar Pie. See, these like cute, funny names are so funny to me. I really, really love when people give like their animals these cute, funny, kooky names. Shelby says, my cousin's kids all call their grandma Gorgeous. Oh, isn't that so cute? And the other one, Precious, Grandma Gorgeous. How cute. How stinking cute, right? I absolutely freaking love it. East Awesome is here, and he's not dragging me today. That means my hair stylist snap. Thank you. Yes, that's what I feel like whenever I have like my afros. I'm like Diana Ross in this bee. Thank y'all so much. Now, you guys, why don't we get into the Farrah and Jenelle Evans drama? I am still so kind of taken aback by this. So essentially what happened is Farrah Abraham stumbled upon an old TikTok video in which a TikToker was talking about how Jenelle Evans' son, Jace, was placed in foster care. Again, it was an old video. It was true. This happened, right, in the past, like when Jace kept on running away and then they couldn't figure out what to do with him. They placed him in like some kind of like system or some kind of home or whatever, group home or whatever for the time being, right? So she stumbled upon that. She made a video saying that she was going to distance herself from deadbeat Jenelle Evans, and it just kicked off like a big battle between the two of them. And thankfully, I've got all the videos to share with you. So why don't we start off with the video that started it all? By the way, if you're enjoying today's episode of The Morning Report, please don't hesitate to go ahead and give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows you enjoy my content. Here goes. Here's Farrah calling Jenelle Evans a deadbeat.
Wow, after seeing this video, I just had to block Jenelle. And also, I have to just say, it is so sad that a woman who has been given so much more money than any other parent, mom, anyone who's been a drug addict, a felon, anything, she takes no accountability or help, takes no care of helping her kid. When I was with Jenelle in Las Vegas, she was claiming like he had a defiant disorder, and I said, no, he has ADHD. You're not taking care of his ADHD, right? Did you scan his brain? Did you look at anything? Are you even caring? Then she encloses that he was throwing stuff at Barb for years and they were covering it up. I can only imagine what Jenelle Evans has covered up of child abuse, of allowing non-mental help. She does not care to actually give mental help. And now her kid is in foster care for no reason other than she is a horrible mom. Look at the record.
Period, Farrah. Gag it. Let them know. And Kahara, your comment made me laugh. It's true. Like, I don't want to arrange a dog care. Like, no, I'm out here doing things. But yeah, honestly, Farrah, I really liked her video. I thought everything she said was absolutely true. It's shameful that Jenelle, with all the resources that she's been given, and don't forget, these teen mom people, they are given mental health care for free as well, right? While they're doing the show and whatnot. So if she needed that type of support, she could have had it too. But she always said that she doesn't do therapy because therapists say that she's perfect. She shouldn't be in therapy, right? Good morning, Ronnie. They said this was the most mentally healthy person ever. Get out of here and don't look back, right? So she chooses to just continue to leave her children in really, really bad situations. So I was here for Farrah making that video, right? And Acacia, you're right. And this is something we talked about too, you guys, right? The fact that Farrah did a documentary on I think the ID channel. And you guys could go ahead and watch that documentary for free. It just came out. I have an affiliate link in the description box of this video that you can use to sign up for a free account on Philo to screen this documentary. It's called Secrets of Celebrity X Tapes. And in it, Farrah just lies her ass off. She still claims that that this tape was leaked and that James Dean was her boyfriend and all this other nonsense, right? So she's one to speak, right? She's had her own issues with her daughter, Sophia. Like, she's put Sophia in a lot of very strange positions, and speaking of that tape, she had her daughter come with her to the adult industry studios to go and sign a contract to put out and distribute that tape and everything, right? So she's one to talk, right? But at the same time, I'm so happy that somebody who's famous, somebody that knows Jenelle, somebody that's been in the same show, on the same show as Jenelle and everything like that, is calling her out. So shout out to her on that, right? So Jenelle was obviously really, really upset about this. She wanted for this, and me too, Julie said, it's painful. She wanted for this to remain private, right? And so she called Farrah right on up to see why it is that Farrah brought this to the internet instead of going to her as a real friend. So let me go ahead and play that audio for you guys right here, right now.
Farrah, I don't know what kind of shit you're trying to start with me, but that video that you just posted, that information was from 2023. It's not from now, and you have no idea what's going on with my life. Instead of you reaching out to me like a true friend and asking me, hey, girl, what's going on? Do you need to have a girl day? And let's reconnect. No, you had to be a fucking bitch once again. This is why no one can get along with you. It's sad. It really is. But positive vibes to you. Hope you're doing great. Hope Sophia isn't roasting you.
I'm in the middle of meditations and I had to send this crazy voice message to my assistant. And it sounds like Jenelle Evans is losing her mind and also narcissistically telling me how to talk to her and be a friend to her when, oh, I'm sorry, she's not a friend to me. Yeah. But here's the last text so everyone can see it. And I have no idea why any woman who can't handle her own household will tell me how to handle mine. But sadly, Jenelle thinks that this is why everyone doesn't like me. Well, if everyone is a narcissistic, horrible, mentally ill parent and hates on a strong, amazing, wonderful parent, well, it doesn't take too much to understand why they hate someone so fucking great. But anyways, I feel sorry for her kids.
She was actually kind of funny in that. One thing about Farrah that's quite surprising is sometimes she could just be so freaking funny, So she doesn't care. She does not see Jenelle as a friend the way that Jenelle saw her as a friend. And you just know that hurt Jenelle, because one thing about Jenelle, unfortunately or whatever, is that she just doesn't have friends, right? So you could tell that she was really hurt by all of this. Shelby made a really good point as well, which is 2 years isn't really that long ago, right? So this is in regards to Jace being in foster care because Jenelle could not handle him. And why the heck does she think she deserves a girl's day for being a bad mom? Can you imagine being like, oh really? Like, you're a deadbeat to your kid? Like, let me take you out to a spa, girl. You're going through so much. Please, on what freaking planet, right? What a great point. My goodness gracious. And again, very, very, very painful to have to agree with Farrah on anything, right? Because Farrah's own parenting is also a little bit sketchy, right? Truth be told, don't forget, we talked about her bringing Sophia, what was she, like 4 years old, to the Vivid offices to sign for her X tape. We talked about her having her daughter walk around in a bikini in the middle of Paris by the Eiffel Tower. We talked about how she would bring Sophia with her to like yachts and stuff. God knows what she was doing on those yachts with those random strange men, but she would bring her daughter on the yachts as well, right? We also talked about remember when she had that podcast with Sophia where she was saying that Sophia had to open up about whether or not she was shaving or growing, hair in certain places for her fans and everything, like she is not the best either, right? So it's painful that here we are rooting for her and what it is that she's saying, but at the same time, let's not forget that she's a little sketchy as well, right? And I agree, Jamie, pot calling the kettle black, right? And Laura also said Farrah does the same stuff that's questionable at best, but I don't think she's a bad parent at all. I think the thing with Farrah is I'm just, I don't know what she suffers from, what kind of condition she's got going on, but I do think that she's got some kind of delusional condition. Not like the delusional, like, oh, I think I'm so great, like as in she lives on a different planet to everybody else sort of a thing, which is kind of, concerning to say the least. Now, you guys, Farrah did not take too kindly to Jenelle bringing up her daughter in her voicemail, right? So you're going to see this video next where Farrah goes in on Jenelle for even bringing up Sophia and Sophia roasting her on the internet. So go ahead, take a look. And don't forget, if you're enjoying today's episode of The Morning Report, we go live every single weekday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the day's hottest stories, which means I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for more hot stories.
And being sarcastic about my child, well, I don't mind when my daughter roasts me. I go in her videos to get roasted. As we all know, I've been on a comedy roast. Roast me all day, honey. Roast me like a little marshmallow. But it's because I'm healthy. It's because I'm happy. It's because I actually have my shit together. And, well, maybe the whole Teen Mom cast doesn't have their shit together. And maybe that's why they're jealous, hateful, and only have negative things to say, right? It's amazing how one person can be ganged up by, the entire cast. Reminds me of so many narcissistic public figures who just suck. You gotta get out of narcissism and you have to go do things for other people, serve other people, 12 steps, meditate, don't freak out and stress and call people and leave them hateful voicemails. I'm unavailable for that.
She is too funny. I don't know where the sense of humor came from all of a sudden, but it is absolutely hilarious. She seems to be incredibly unbothered by this. If I didn't know any better, I would say that she just does not care about Jenelle or really about this situation. She just wanted to get some more eyes on her page. I don't know if she's promoting a new product or a new website or whatever, right? But it just seems like to her, all of this is just a joke. And she just truly does not care, in which case, good for her. And then there's another thing that stuck out to me in the text message exchange between herself and Jenelle. Did y'all see how she told Jenelle that she was a deadbeat in the text message as well? And she said that Jenelle better be careful before she goes and calls CPS on her. Like, Farrah is just not here for Jenelle at all. And I love it, love it, love it. And thank you so much. It's awesome, you guys. If you're enjoying today's episode of The Morning Report, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and to subscribe for more content and to be here for our weekly morning videos every single weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So now I've got a video of Jenelle clapping back against Farrah Abraham on Instagram next. So this video, I believe, is quite a bit longer. The Farrah ones have been about a minute each, but this Jenelle one is about a minute and a half, right? And then we're going to end it with Farrah sweeping everything up at the end. Or hang on. Actually, hang on. Let me take a look at this one and make sure. Hang on. Voila. Yeah, no, this one is about 3 minutes almost, okay? So keep your eyes peeled on this. Keep leaving your comments live in the chat. If you're watching me live, leave your comments in the comment section if you're part of my playback posse, okay? Because here comes Jenelle to clap back against Farrah. She was really, really unhappy. She's calling Farrah two-faced, and she says that Sophia doesn't even like her mother. It's a lot to take in. Here goes.
Wow, after seeing this video, I just had to block Jenelle. And also,
Girl, how you gonna text me a few days ago giving me a recommendation for a plastic surgeon and then also having people contact me from LA to do more film work and now this? First of all, the video you saw, girl, that was from 2023. That's not from now. So you're behind in what you're viewing, and instead of texting me and saying, hey girl, what's up? Is this really happening? And being a true friend? No, you had to get online and talk once again. It's like, we all try to get along with you, Farrah. We really do. But this is the reason why no one wants to work with you. You're two-faced, Your daughter doesn't even get along with you. I mean, there's that attitude coming back. Do your research before you come at me, girl.
And you know what? Sophia was right. I can see that you were the bully in high school. She's spot on. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about me getting plastic surgery. Except I am going to get my cherries redone. I guess that's what they say on this app, cherries. But no, she texted me on the 24th, which was like, what, last week? She's like, hey, there's this doctor I know out in LA to do plastic surgery. He'll do BBLs and this and that. What she doesn't know is I was born with a BBL. I don't need a BBL. If anything, I need to work out my butt to slim it down a little. But no, I definitely won't go to anybody she's worked or had work done by. I actually didn't respond to her text and just ignored her because I have my own people that I deal with if I want anything. But again, I get offers from so many different plastic surgeons, and I've never taken them because I just go to the gym and work out, honestly. And with that being said, I also canceled the meeting for the film project that she wanted me to get in on. Don't know what it was for. Don't ask me if it was for what she does normally because I don't know. Don't know what the project was about, but I said I respectfully declined because I'm not working with her anymore. At all. Refuse. And sorry, I'm a little flushed. I'm on steroids for my sinus surgery. But yeah, don't worry about it, you guys. I'm fine. I'm not getting any plastic surgery anytime soon. And if I do, I'm gonna let you know because that's how transparent I am with you guys.
So there you guys go. Jenelle is truly unhappy. She's bringing up Farrah's daughter and everything like that in her argument against her. And she's also spilling the tea. Like, I do wonder what kind of project it was that Farrah wanted to work on with Jenelle. If she's continuing on it either as a solo talent on it or if she's recruiting other Teen Mom people. I wonder when Jenelle is thinking about getting her cherries done or redone, I should say, considering she's already had them done before. So many questions here, right? And let's talk about that BBL she was born with and everything as well, right? And you know what, Shelby, when she was with Nathan, she was so fit because she's clingy, right? So when you're clingy like Jenelle, it really serves you to be with a gym rat because you too will have to become a gym rat, right? If you want to spend time with this person and look at how well, that can transform your physique, right? But when she got with David, I think David was a little bit jealous, right? Kahara and everybody. And I think that he didn't want her to be in shape anymore or anything like that. And so, that completely transformed her because when she got with him, she still had the results of her fitness journey with Nathan, right? East Awesome says you should consider watching. It started already, hasn't it? Salt Lake City. Last episode was hilarious. 10 out of 10 for laughs and shade. They even had a Karen Huger homage financial documents. Did they? Really? Okay, I'll have to take a look. I didn't know it started already. I loved Salt Lake when it first came out. And the thing is, there's just so much good stuff on TV that I forget to watch things. I know I told y'all yesterday too to watch a new season of Love is Blind USA, and I didn't even have the time to do that. Lord, it's so hard to keep up. I feel like I'm drowning, but there's so many good things. I'm going to have to go and watch that. You saw some. Thank you. And thank you, Katie. I love me some Diana Ross. She's my hair inspo forever, right? And Laura, that's the thing too. I don't think that there are too many networks or whatever coming out of the woodwork trying to offer Jenelle anything, right? She really truly squandered her fame and her quote unquote popularity, right? For David. And so, I don't know. In fact, I actually think she should work on this project with Farrah. Maybe they should have like some kind of feud on the show or something like that, right? Like, I think that would be interesting. These shows do require a certain level of drama. You don't have to be best friends with somebody in order to work on a show with them. So I do think that Jenelle should reconsider, right? Like, I don't care about her finances, but I imagine she probably needs the financial, windfall and everything, but just saying. Anyway, let's get into this next video, by the way. So this is where Farrah shuts it all down at the end as well.
Oh my gosh, it's so hilarious. Hey, Jenelle, if that's the only thing you can say about my daughter, saying that I'm a bully because I wanted to be in the room to feed our snakes, I think you should go spend some time worrying about your own children and not someone else's kid who basically gets everything she's ever wanted, is an only child. And yeah, like honestly, it's a joke, but you know what? Your victim mentality, you should go work on some victim work, because if you want to play victim when you've been doing abuse to your children for years, over 10 years, you are out of your mind. So I would suggest you shut your mouth, stop talking about a healthy, happy, wonderful child. And furthermore, I take accountability for anything and everything that I do.
Oh my God, isn't that crazy? Jenelle has gotten herself wrapped up in two major beefs this week. Don't forget, she's also beefing with Amanda, who is married to Teen Mom Next Chapter star Ryan Edwards, right? Remember when Amanda was like making fun of Jenelle with her dance moves and like, you know, her constantly being in the hospitals or doctors or whatever, trying to get like pills or whatever it is that she's after over there, right? That was absolutely hilarious. Amanda also called her a deadbeat. Like, it was a lot. And so now to have somebody else come in, you know, from your show as well, and to call you that again, crazy. And to take it a step further and to call you a narcissistic abuser of your own children. You know, it is not a good week to be Jenelle Lauren Evans. Though I do wonder, is it ever a good week to be Jenelle Lauren Evans? Just wondering, right? Very, very crazy stuff going on in that teen mom world. These two really kept us really entertained and well fed yesterday with their back and forth. And I thank them for that. And I do hope that it actually continues as well. Laura says they should be friends. Listen, this is not the first time the two of them have had it out for each other on social media. They squashed the beef, I think early last year or early this year. And so just to see that the two of them are back at it again over a really old video too, absolutely freaking hilarious. Keep it coming, you guys. You are absolutely hilarious together. And like I was saying earlier, I don't think that this feud between the two of them means that Jenelle or Farrah shouldn't work together anymore. I actually think it's the opposite. I think that they should work together and have that feud play out on a show. Can you imagine? Listen, I don't know if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, but I used to love Love and Hip Hop when it was Masika and Hazel E fighting each other. Like that type of beef I would love to see on a show. I'm just saying. Why don't we get into our next story, y'all? We got to talk about Kim Kardashian and her mom, Kris Jong-un. Kanye, I can't believe you gave us that beautiful nickname. They're suing Ray J. And honestly, it's about damn time. This man is so freaking obsessed with Kim. He is so freaking obsessed with her family. He's been saying all sorts of outrageous things about them. And so it just makes sense that at this point, they go ahead and file a lawsuit against him. Right. So this is something that happened, was confirmed just yesterday by People Magazine and by TMZ as well. Their lawyer actually released a statement to People Magazine. Their lawyer's name is Alex Spiro. And he said, and I quote, "Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian have never brought a defamation claim before, nor have they been distracted by noise, but this is false and serious allegation left no choice." Right. So I forgot to say why they're suing him. My bad, you guys. So let's just back things up. A couple of days ago, Ray J claimed that he was working with the FBI to take down the Kardashian family. He says that they are worse than Diddy, aka like they've got some kind of like creepy, like freak off kind of like trafficking ring going on and whatnot. And those two are not taking kindly to it. And they have in fact decided to go ahead and sue him. And I think that that is a very smart thing to do at this point, because I do believe that his allegations are patently false and it's in their best interest as businesswomen, right? Love them or hate them, but these women are incredibly successful. They've got some massive, massive businesses. Skims is doing incredibly well. KKW was doing pretty well as well. Kris has a bunch of her own businesses. She's got the shows for the daughters. The daughters are on the show. Their reputation means everything, right? And you cannot get embroiled in freak off sort of rumors or rumors that you are the subject of a federal investigation because you are exploiting people and whatnot in an actual way, right? And to claim that what they're doing is worse than Diddy, mind you, things like this came out about Diddy, right? Like he's forcing people to take rugs, he's beating people, trapping them in hotel rooms and whatnot. Not cool at all, right? So Ray J specifically said, if you told me the Kardashians were being charged for racketeering, I might believe it. And so the lawyer says that in a September 24th live stream, Ray J falsely declared to millions of social media followers that a federal racketeering investigation had been launched into the Kardashians. The lawyer slammed the Grammy nominee's accusations as the most malicious defamatory conduct. And in the lawsuit, the lawyer says that Ray J has engaged in a sustained campaign of harassment and defamation against Kardashian and Jenner for more than 2 decades. Quote, unable to accept the end of his fleeting relationship with Ms. Kardashian over 20 years ago. Hang on, let me change the photo because we're done with Diddy for now, okay? Ray J has repeatedly sought to attach himself to plaintiffs' names and exploit their prominence for personal gain. Ray J's public statements are blatantly false. No such federal investigation exists. No law enforcement agency has initiated any criminal proceedings or investigations related to racketeering charges against Ms. Kardashian or Ms. Jenner, and no credible evidence whatsoever supports these inflammatory allegations. The lawyer and the family also say, and I quote, these statements were presented as factual assertions about ongoing federal criminal proceedings, not as speculation or opinion. Ray J's publication of these serious criminal accusations without any attempt at verification or corroboration from legitimate law enforcement sources who would have readily confirmed that no such investigation exists constitutes reckless disregard for the truth under the actual malice standard. His reliance on his own unsubstantiated assertions, despite having no factual basis or credible source for these inflammatory allegations, demonstrates a fundamental disregard for truth and a willful intent to harm plaintiffs' reputations. And so for his part, Ray J is not running scared. Even though I think he's going to lose this, I think he's going to owe them a lot of money. He's not scared. He actually went on social media to say that he's going to go live on Twitch to continue to speak out and to share the truth, right? So we'll have to go and see. Because at the end of the day, all they have to do is prove that they are not the subject of an FBI investigation, and it's done. Right? Listen, even if they are doing these precaution stuff, are they the subject of an investigation? If the answer is no, Ray J is done for. Just saying, right? Just saying. Good morning, Kristen. Thank you so much. So nice to see you. And thank you, Winnie the Cat, as well. And I agree, Allie, this should be a live trial. This would be so juicy. I really want to see how it goes down. I will say, though, I think it's an open and shut case. I don't think they're going to be after money because I don't believe that Ray J has much money. I think that they just want a public apology. And I think that Ray J is going to have to give it, right? And I agree, Cammie. He is so freaking obsessed with her. It's embarrassing. Like, isn't he still married to Princess, his long-suffering wife? Like, worry about her. Worry about your kids. Why are you always so worried about Kimberly Noel Kardashian? Right? And thank you for the insight. Malen says that the lawyer that the Kardashians hired, Mr. Alex, what is his last name? Spiro, is also the same lawyer, the Stallion lawyer, Megan Thee Stallion's lawyer, and Jay-Z's lawyer as well. Like, listen, this is a family with money, capital M-O-N-E-Y, money, right? They don't F around. So Ray J, count your days, baby. Count your days, right? And I agree, Jamie. I hope nobody's as bad as Diddy, because what Diddy was doing was absolutely terrible. It was terrifying. Laura says he needs to give up some info then, LMAO, because I doubt his allegations hold any weight. And I completely agree. There's not going to be any info because he doesn't have any info. He's not working with no FBI. If the Kardashians were doing this, do you think that they would be working with Ray J of all people? Ray J, who's been harassing them for years, trying to expose them for years? Makes no sense. And V, why do you think he's telling the truth? He's just obsessed with her. I think he's a crackhead, y'all. I think he's on some hard rugs. He might be taking whatever Nicki might be allegedly taking, right? And just saying all sorts of nothingness. I cannot see these women doing anything like this at all, right? Obviously, I don't know them, right? But I just can't see them doing it. Oh, Milena, it looks like you believe it too. Y'all, oh my, listen, I want to see what you guys see. Maybe you guys are going to give me some intel, right, into why you think it is that he is telling the truth. Winnie says she wouldn't be surprised. Why wouldn't you guys be like, what would they get out of having like an some kind of like trafficking organization, right? Because Kanye knows the truth. Ray J is a clown, but I think he's going hard for this because he feels stupid for supporting her lies about the tape, and now she's famous off. Yeah, I think he's bitter. He wishes he became that famous. But here's the thing: he is very famous. It's just that he doesn't have the same businesses that the girls have. He doesn't have that same manager that the girls have to really propel themselves to that level. I don't know why he didn't continue to put out music even. Ray J is a talented singer. I love his song One Wish. I love the song Sexy Can I love his music. He's so talented. So why hasn't he used his fame to go back to making music, making good music, right? Like, he is a really, really good singer. And instead, he'd rather just whine about his ex-girlfriend from like 20 years ago. You know, I just don't get it at all. And speaking of Kim being a thief, don't forget, you guys, and maybe this is what you're referring to, Ali. Is that what you're referring to when Kim Kardashian stole Ray J's mom's credit card or something like that back in the day when she was like a closet organizer for like Brandy or something like that? Kambule says, don't feel bad for Ray J. He's only upset that family made money and success. Yup, when he planned it with them. Exactly. He just didn't pop off the way that they did. And he's bitter about it. Sorry, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You have more talent than these girls combined. You could have used that talent to propel your singing career. I think he could have been a much bigger singer than he was, right? But he didn't do that. And whose fault is that, right? He's a businessman, though. I will say that he has launched businesses, but they just don't seem to take off the same way that the girls' businesses take off. But I think it's because the girls have worked harder to be in the public eye. Now, listen, you guys, I do have to take a little bit of a water break. I'm a little bit parched. But when we come back, I want to talk about this feud that I'm loving so much. First of all, thank you so much to Farrah and Jenelle once again for their epic feud. Absolutely delicious. Love talking about it. 10 out of 10 beef, right? But next, we're going to talk about another feud that's incredibly entertaining, and it's between Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams and her ex-husband, Simon Guobadia. He said that he revoked her visa. She's no longer welcome in Nigeria for Dirty December. She says, listen, I'm American, so I don't care about your damn visa, right? And then next, we're going to talk also about how Diddy wants to take the floor and speak out to the courtroom tomorrow during his sentencing hearing. And then we're going to close it out with the Kardashians, the trailer for the next season of their Hulu show, and how Kim Kardashian claims that somebody put a hit out on her. Listen, they've been struggling for ratings on that show, so they're really trying to do whatever it is that they can to get some eyeballs on that show. All that and more after the break. If you're enjoying today's episode of The Morning Report, please don't forget to go ahead and give it a thumbs up so YouTube knows you enjoy my content. Catch you on the flip side. The Morning Report is brought to you by Philo. Watch your favorite shows and movies from over 70 different channels, including MTV, TLC, WeTV, and more for only $28 a month. Get a free trial today by clicking the link in the description box of this video to get your free trial up and running. Tired of learning languages in boring, frustrating ways? Try TalkPal. TalkPal is your personal AI language tutor. It teaches you languages in fun, engaging ways. It gives you real-time feedback, assesses your pronunciation, and the learning process is personalized just for you. Join millions of other learners and start your language learning journey today. And we are back, you guys. I'm so excited to talk about the beef between Porsha and her ex-husband. These two are so hilarious. Imagine being married for a whopping like 400 days and just fighting for even longer than that over your divorce. Absolutely freaking hilarious. Truly, truly, truly. I love whatever it is that's wrong with these two people. So basically, Simon started this all, right? He made a post saying that he had officially revoked his spousal visa that he had made for Porsha so that she could be a resident in Nigeria, right? He sponsored her residency permit in the country. And so he filed an affidavit in the High Court Justice of Kaduna State in Nigeria. TMZ got a copy of it and blasted everywhere, right? And so in it, Simon says that he sponsored Porsha's application for a Nigeria resident permit when they got married. But now that they're divorced, he wants to remove it. Then he gave an interview to TMZ in which he said, and I quote, "It was brought to my attention by the Nigerian government that she traveled to Nigeria in December of 2024 using a document that had been issued to her during our marriage. I was advised that given our legal divorce, I have a duty to withdraw the sponsorship associated with that document." He was also, quote, "disappointed that Porsha still flew to Lagos, Nigeria last year to celebrate the annual Diddy December, despite their split. Quote, as I stated in my recent Instagram stories, she will not be coming back to Nigeria for the same celebrations this year, and this action is my way of honoring that promise. Well, here's the thing, Simon. Porsha didn't even need your permit to be able to go to Nigeria. She is an American citizen. That American passport is incredibly, incredibly powerful. You can go pretty much anywhere in this world with that American passport, right? Visa free mostly, but in the few places that you need a visa, it's as simple as paying a fee and giving a little bit of information, and it's going to be approved pretty much automatically. So this assertion that there's no way that Porsha can go celebrate Diddy December without his sponsorship is absolutely ludicrous. She was out there, selling that thing allegedly in Nigeria long before she met that man. Y'all heard the rumors. TMZ exposed her. She was allegedly screwing a very old married man, very old, I'm talking 70s plus, for a Rolls Royce, right? She was in there without Simon's sponsorship because she is an American citizen. So Porsha said exactly that. She reposted the TMZ article about Simon trying to ban her from Nigeria. She said, I'm an American, silly Simon, or silly Simone. I can go where I want. How about you? And listen, it sucks, the passport privilege thing, right? The way that certain people are able to fly around very easily, right, without really worrying about this sort of thing. But it's true, like maybe Simon, you're used to having to fill out these visas and maybe getting them rejected, and you think it's the same case for everybody, but it's just not the same. We're not all playing the same game, right? Like our passports don't all have the same value, unfortunately. And so Porsha really wanted to let his ass know, and then she also let him know that he's not the only one that can offer her a sponsorship to a Nigerian residency permit, right? Or a passport. She says she's already got 16 offers for a Nigerian passport and counting. The Lord has blessed us. Who all want to go? Diddy December, here we come. So last December, she went with her Real Housewives of Atlanta co-star, Phaedra Krianta Parks. And so this year she's recruiting. And if you guys want to go to Nigeria, apparently the men are generous and they'll sponsor your life or something like that over there. Listen, I personally don't think this sort of thing is worth it, but I digress, right? Different strokes for different folks. Just saying. Milan says, Porsha, if you think America's that hip, why go after a rich Nigerian man? Great question. She loves herself a Nigerian, and it's just so funny to me. East Awesome says, I'm Team Simon. If we break up, then your visa is canceled too. What the F does she think this was? Stand on business. Well, period. He can go ahead and cancel it, but don't forget, because she's an American, she could still go there. She's got a really good, powerful, strong passport, one of the strongest in the world. So I think it's one thing for him to cancel her passport or her residency permit or his sponsorship of her, but it's a whole other to declare that she can't come in the country without you when she's an American. But here's the thing, though. I don't know how powerful Simon is in Nigeria. However, I do worry that maybe he's got some sort of political connection or something like that. Is that what he's intimating? That he's got some sort of connection up there in the government or in politics and whatnot that can actually block Porsha from being able to go to Nigeria? Just wondering. It's all so fascinating. It truly, truly is. I love how messy this man is. He is so he is just so miskin. What other way do you put it? He is just so he's such a, he reminds me of Peter. Are you Peter or are you Patricia? Right? Pick one, pick a lane. He's so messy. Porsha, you should have just minded your own business. I can't believe you got yourself wrapped up with this man. This man must be the biggest regret of her life. I know he'd be the biggest regret of my life. Milan says he might have some political, connections or affiliations. And that's what I think he's kind of implying. He's like, no, you think you'll be able to get in, but not with my contacts. Listen, things can happen like that in certain countries, right? So just saying. East Austin says 16 sponsors is diabolical, but Simon is worth $250 million of real money. His businesses are still real, period. So maybe he's got that power, right? Maybe he's got that power in Nigeria to really keep her blocked despite her powerful passport. Affaire à suivre. Let's keep an eye on this. Ronnie says he keeps making it messier. Exactly. This guy does not want to rest. He just wants for Porsha to suffer. That is his main goal in life. I don't know if he focuses on anything else these days, but wanting for Porsha to suffer is actually quite sad. I do think that Porsha's moved on with her life for the most part. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Jenna. So nice to see you guys here. I hope you guys had a great week and that you've got some great things coming up for the weekend as well. Now, you guys, why don't we get into the Diddy of it all, or as my friend Kempire likes to say, the diddler. Guards, bring him up. So I've got a Diddy update for you guys. Oh, I know. I hate talking about this guy. He's just so icky. I just want for him to rot in hell for the rest of his life and his afterlife, right? But it looks like the only maximum he can get in prison is 11 years. So we might have to settle for that and just hope and pray that tomorrow the judge sentences him to the full 11 years. So according to TMZ, Diddy wants to make a statement in open court at his sentencing hearing. His attorney, Tenny Garagos, daughter of Mark Garagos, says, and I quote, "The sentencing proceeding holds significant importance for Mr. Combs. He wishes to appear before the court, address your honor, and allocute in the most dignified and respectful fashion possible. They're also asking for the judge, Aaron Submaranian, to allow Diddy to wear regular clothes instead of his jail jumpsuit." Remember, the judge said you can wear your sweater or your top or whatever, but nothing else. You know, everything else is going to be prison issued. Diddy did not take the stand at all during the trial. So this is the only time that they're going to be able to actually hear him speak, throughout this entire hearing. He has been going through rehab during his stay at the Brooklyn MDC. He's also been enrolled in the STOP program, which is a course focused on preventing SA, domestic and dating violence as well. And so there's also another person, a woman by the name of Mia, as sort of like a nickname to keep her anonymous, has filed a request to be in court Friday to read her victim statement. I really hope she's given the opportunity to read her victim statement as well. And I applaud her bravery for even wanting to do something like that after the court let her down so gravely. Cassie, she's freshly postpartum. She just gave birth to a baby boy, and so I don't think she's going to show up for this, but she did write a letter to the judge asking that the judge give Diddy the maximum time possible. We talked about this. We read the letter in its entirety in yesterday's episode of the Morning Report, so you guys can head back and check that out if you missed it. Actually, I'm also meant to cut up all of these videos and re-upload them as well, okay? So keep an eye out if you don't want to dig through the full Morning Report that we did yesterday. And me too, Ashley. I'm really, really scared. I hope that he gets the maximum. I think that it's what he deserves. Ashley says, if Diddy goes free on Mean Girls Day, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, is that when the guy asks what date it is or something like that? It's October 3rd. Jamie, thank you. Thank you. You guys, witches, voodoo priestesses, whatever it is that you do, please, let's work together to make sure he gets the maximum amount of time possible. It's what he deserves. This man should never be free another minute of his life, right? Esawsome says, the devil. I heard Cassie wrote another letter. Did you write a second letter? Because I saw the one yesterday, right? So I really, really hope that all is well. And Gail, so sorry to hear about your husband. I hope that he is continuing to recover, slowly but steadily. I hope everything goes well for him. Ronnie says, I hope they don't let him speak. Ooh. She said, no, lock him up, don't even let him speak. Listen, I would love that too. He's a disgusting person. He's going to manipulate the hell out of people, and I hope that they don't fall for it. I'm glad that the judge is not giving him everything he's asking for. The judge only granted him a stupid sweater, nothing else. Good. Stick with your stupid sweater, you douche. Now, you guys, let's get into our final story of the day. We got to talk about Kim Kardashian, or as Michaela would say, Kim Kardashian. Well, in the trailer of the new season of the Kardashians over on Hulu, I can't believe they're on season 7 already, by the way. She says that she remembers receiving a call from investigators who revealed that somebody extremely close to her ordered a hit out on her. I don't know if I believe this, you guys. I think that maybe it's always possible that someone's putting a hit out on celebrities, right? That's just unfortunately par for the course. But I don't believe that somebody close to her would do something like that. I kind of feel as though because the show has been doing relatively poorly since it got onto Hulu, it's just been overly produced and whatnot. I'm not going to get into all of that. I think that they're like grasping at straws for a storyline. They also brought back their brother Rob. Like anything they can do to liven this thing back up, they're going to do. Kanye West did come out in the past and claim that Kim accused him of putting a hit out on her. So maybe that's something that she's hinting at. I don't know. But I really, I don't know. I have a lot of doubts about this. I don't know about you guys. Y'all let me know. Or it says Wiccan wishes for him to never get out. Please, summer. You know, I like those like spells where it's like tenfold spells, right? So the person is neutral, but then they say anything this person did, make sure it comes back to them tenfold, right? You're not wishing ill or this, you're just saying whatever this person did. So if this person did great things, let them have great things tenfold. If they did bad things, let them have that too, right? Whatever they put out. What is that? A return to sender spell? Milan says, I prefer Cassie than Mia. Mia to confuse the jury. I hope Cassie drops her as a friend. I wish Cassie could speak, but I really don't think she's going to be able to just because of her new baby and everything, unfortunately. But I'm with you, Milan. Cassie would have been a good one. She was the star witness after all, right? When he says, I could see Kanye's crazy butt doing something like that. You know what? Do you think it was the Pete Davidson era? Because in that era, like, he was spiraling hard. Like, he was mainly coming after Pete Davidson, but he was spiraling hard. BY says, I hope he enjoys his freedom to walk around his cell. He deserves it. That's as much freedom as he deserves, right? That's it. That's all for you, Diddy. Just disgusting. Ugh, I hate talking about him. I really, really am hoping for the absolute, can I say I'm hoping for the worst for him tomorrow? Or do I say I'm hoping for the best outcome, right? Which is for him to get the maximum. I'm really hoping for 11 years. Why don't I go ahead and say that, right? Please, 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 judge, give him 11 years. Y'all, we're going to manifest that for him tonight. Before we go to sleep tonight, let's just praise the Lord, the universe, for those 11 years that Diddy was just sentenced to. You know, just imagine it happened. And that's exactly the news that we're going to wake up to tomorrow, God willing, right? Guys, thank you so, so much for joining me for another fun, amazing episode of The Morning Report. And thank you for all of your wonderful comments about my new hair. You guys have been so lovely. I really, really do enjoy chatting with you guys every single weekday morning. And I'm looking forward to our final show of the week tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to go ahead and give it a thumbs up, okay? See you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Take care.